Hi. Thanks for joining me for the air signs reading. I have been all up in my own head today. So air signs it is. So we're not going to fluff around. I hope you'll start to notice the language that I use for each of the signs because I just go where they go. I really do. I am honoured to be your conduit. Well, I'm mostly honoured. Today, I don't know as much about the honouring. Well, this is the best use of my time right now. The lovers. So, I don't know. I'm up here, up high. I don't like it. There's a few reasons. There's pros and cons for every parking spot, okay? You know that when you live in a bus. Up here, I'm in the air of it, the thick of it, up in the ethers. But this PowerPoint drives me up the wall. Up the wall. Thank you, Spirit. And conversely, I'm further away from the microphone and I can't stand the clippy-on-y microphone right now, or ever. So I've raised the tripod, and so I think I'm going to have to lower it down. So I'll be back. Did I wing it? Oh, that's really important. I think I need to put the chair back down on the ground. Maybe I could just start up there and then just come down here. I just need to find a way to do that more gracefully. As with everything, I've chosen blue today for air. I need a little cushy behind me. Look, all of these sensory things are super important when you are, for me. I'll just leave it at that. Okay. What am I doing? Air signs. I will remember. So much better down here. Looks like I'm sitting in that chair there, doesn't it? Does it? I don't think so. Can you understand what I'm saying? Enunciate your words, Jaye. Oh, that's not how you shuffle. I think it's you. It's not me, it's you. Depressed blue concrete. Okay, air signs. That's better. That's better. We'll start with Libra. You know what? To appease. I didn't finish the sentence, I know, but I just need to breathe in my heart for a moment. Air signs are gnarly for me. Well, don't say that. Justice. That's Libra. Okay, we're just going to go. Fine. To appease the Librans, we will just get started. 7 minutes in, Jaye. What are you talking about? We'll edit that out. Okay, well, death. Deliberance are decisive at the moment. Whoa, that's cool. Wonder what they're weighing up. That's a big call. Fucking alright. Well, that's a big call. Temperance comes out. The final countdown. Let's just see what's going on. Let's just see. Oh, it's about love, is it? Is it? Well, it could be. I think everything's about love. And also, describe love. Give me a lifetime and I'll get back to you. You see what I'm saying? So there needs to be something decisive about love that is not for this now moment. It's intangible, it's everlasting, it's transient, it's transmutable, it can be positive, it can be negative, and everything in between. It's all of the religions, it's every spiritual teaching in some way pointing us back to the heart of the matter, and finally allowing us to break free of this never-ending loop. And I think you can see it an inkling of it in your present moment, which is why there's no mistake that there's a decision to make, a clarity to call, a judgment maybe. Either way, it makes room for higher healing. And it is confusing, that question of judgment or whatever, because it never quite looks like that when we talk about it from the perspective of death. But in time, and with higher insight or a zoomed out perspective of the bigger picture, and the ability to transmute, transform, like this double on double, death and temperance. This is one very big, massive step in the major arcana. Death to the temperance card. They make up, I'll see if I can put a picture of it. That major arcana. This is a huge chapter, And so those are the opening energies. Temperance is the energy that's crossing this big decision. And I say decision a lot. Why am I saying decision? It's time to end something, to kill off another option. And it comes with a higher knowing, a higher choice. You might be pushed into it if you don't do it yourself. That was not a threat, Libra. But you're lovely. Look, you're gonna have to call in the big guns and take this big, massive step. So work through these energies however you need to. But there is a lovely offering in the heart of this that I think that you're going to find something a lot more valuable to focus on, or put your energy on, or to hone in on. It's like some big, higher energies. And then here we have the Page of Pentacles, accepting this offer so conscientiously. What a positive little page. I forgot to turn my hourglass, my illusionary hourglass, my quarter of an hourglass. And why did I go for time now? Don't rush it. The Page of Pentacles is getting all of the school supplies together, packing lunch and preparing to graduate, to evolve. Page, Knight, Queen, King. So maybe it's about love. The King of Pentacles being the destination, sure, whatever. Not the point here. However, fancy but, it is a layer upon the value, Pentacles, we place on relationships, values, cups. and everything in between. And I think you'll find that something is happening this week that'll allow you to pop out the other side with a bit more clarity on how the pain can end, or how you can heal wholly, and stop yourself from pissing blood when you pull these swords out of your heart, because this too shall pass. And this is just a week, you know, so take the knowings as they come, make decisions with clarity, and get your school supplies ready. It was like being the first responder to something, and needing to explain to the paramedics what happened clearly when they arrived, and they can take it from there because you're pissing blood, right? And somehow you're all of them and the paramedics in one. So that's a lot. That's a lot. That's impossible to be all of those roles. So I don't know how to explain what just downloaded. I just hope that reached one step at a time, one big step at a time. And fuck, don't fit the mask to somebody else before. Like, if you're pissing blood, fucking don't stick the sword in again. Or I'm just packing away the cards. I've had enough. Look, if anybody ends up in a first responder situation, I'm kind of freaking out about my own readings. This is why I think it's taken the full, it's a wild card. No, I don't know what's going to happen. Doesn't really matter. Not my chickens. Not my circus. Not my monkeys. I feel sometimes like I'm sitting on the secrets to how it all works. And it feels a little naughty. Sometimes you got to be a little bit naughty. Aquarius. Cough test. Aquarius. It's the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. I don't want to get into that. Skittish. Aquarius feels skittish. Darting energy. Also that energy of, what am I doing? This, is that the right amount of cards? It's too many. What's that? You know that bird that drinks the water? I think that would be very helpful for... well, I'm just recording. I think that worked. Oh, yeah. No. That skittish energy, that's interesting. That was so strange. A man with a sombrero and a lei and a big fancy outfit. I think it was somebody I know, but I can't be sure. And so I just was fine. I just defended the energy before it interrupted the tower. Because I was on the brink with that bird drinking the water, to be able to shift the darting energy, or to become mindful, present, Zen gardens and such, reflexology. I mean, wow, that was a big shift. So that was a powerful move. I want to acknowledge that officially. I'm speaking the language of the cards as I channel these energies. I just saw the Four of Wands. And when I say officially, we've got a number of cards here that really highlight in the deck the symbolism of the red and blue, the masculine and feminine, the energies that we are all individually balancing out within each of us and in our relationships, and how we attract and show up with our partners and people, places, things. So a number of those cards here showing up. We have the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck, so that's that official celebration, contract, like certificate, badge of honor. Could just be a pat on the back, invitation, whatever, but it's quite exclusive. Like, you can't see with us. I'm recording right now. Same but different. The red and blue there very much as the understanding that it's all going to work out in balance in the end. So never fear that the Tower is here. The Tower crossing energy here, crossing the Five. It seems like there's a bit of conflict or a tussle going on, and something's got to give. Either you're going to have to jump out of the Tower because it's burning down. Reality check. Either way, on the other side, you're going to have a different problem. Or, you know, it's kind of there's pros and cons of parking in every spot. So that might be a little... Oh, is that working? I'm going to lose battery. Fuck. Didn't think about that. It might be a little bit hard to hear. What an interruption. See, if it's not that guy, it's going to be the battery. The tower's going to fall. It's going to happen anyway. So either take the reins of it or be prepared for it, or you know, like... I was just getting that old adage of make sure you have matching underwear, red and blue, just in case you get hit by a bus. It's kind of to make light of it. The Five of Wands is more of a light sparring attitude to get in there and tussle around with it. There's a bit of energy. Something needs to be sorted out here. You've been working through a change in dynamic or a shift in power, or you've had enough of receiving fucking shit, you know? And it's time to step up. It's time to step forward. It's time to count your chickens. It's time to empty out the chickens that are... Did I say chicken before? Chickens are relevant somehow. Where was I going? Five of Cups in the future position here. And the step up and step forward is that Eight of Cups energy. Big change, you know, shift in dynamic of power. Total eclipse with the Eight of Cups. Big change, but not dramatic after the Tower. Really just wanting to emphasize that here with the Eight of Cups. This is, you've got it all sorted. You know, actually, I don't know. It might be a bit of a messy hoo-ha. It might be a little bit of a gets worse before it gets better kind of energy, I'm sorry to say. But don't count your chickens, or I want to say count your chickens. Name your chickens and really get to know your chickens, because those cups that are turned over, that have all of a sudden turned into named chickens, are representing again the red and blue. The cups have poured over this red and blue. It's like, oh my God, there's an imbalance. My cups, I don't like the taste of wine anymore. So there's change here. There's a shift. It could very well have something to do with a marriage or a relationship or a partnership or a contract. Oh, am I qualified to share these messages? Yeah, that was ridiculous. Fuck. Hear me now, believe me later. For all the Aquarians out there, there's a lot of great change coming, sudden change, but, you know, can't chickens. Do you think that helped somebody? The Fool. What a fool. It's helping me. Just take your time. Fucking air energy. Skittish little intrusive thoughts. King of Swords. All right. What are we doing? Gemini. Here we go. I love my Geminis. But I'm going to need a rest after this. Four of Swords and the King of Swords. Air on air. You can take a rest. Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Four of Swords. King of Swords. Are you hearing that? Gemini. Get out of your own head. Probably's got bug trauma, but she's chasing a bug. Riddle me that. In a moment, she'll hide in the corner. Gemini, Gemini, quick. You're very quick. A whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. Okay. Eyes have gotten so heavy all of a sudden. It's the music in the background. It's really wonderful to drop the frequency. Gemini, you need to get out of your head. It's really heavy up there. I mean, busy up there, and it's heavier down here, but in a more like a weighted blanket, comforting kind of way. And you really do need to get out of your head. There's a lot of rushing going on with that Knight of Swords in the present energy, and in the future is me quietly, comfortably, softly nurturing you to the guidance that I want to share, because the Queen of Pentacles is here and she wants to remind you that you really do need to take care of the self, nurture the self, and any of those intrusive fears or rabbits running rampant in your current creative field. Or field of creation, another way to say that. Two yellow cards on either side of this Knight of Swords. You know, it's a real bookmarking. I really want to be kind here because I can feel the stark difference in those two energy fields. And so you might feel like you're tired when you're not stressing about something, or lazy when you're not stressing about something, or what's the opposite to agile? Less agile, they're not so quick. Lion's strength card here. They're not as quick as the others, but it's more about respect for the process. That's what it is, the ego. Respect for the egoic process, or disrespect of the ego for the physical process. And there's a segregation or a separation or a call this week for you to really step up out of your the comfort zone of, you know, it's when we start to become aware of these new needs of the self, it's a bit uncomfortable or disconcerting to go, well, fuck, I really need to make that change, but this is pretty good here, this like unaware state. Put me back in. That scene of the Matrix where he's eating the steak and he's about to decide whether to be ethical or let his ego win, which he does. Unethical. Or to take with compassion. This is compassion, strength, and really taking care of like the inner needs really at the core of you, and not let that Knight of Swords come rushing in to save the day with intrusive thoughts and get you carried away with a pace that is just not conducive to the advice in your future. To hone your focus with clarity on what's on the other side of that yellow door for you. Eight of Cups, crossing energy. Total eclipse of the heart. There's a big change, you know, change is rough. So be kind to yourself this week, Gemini. There's a very much a shadow energy of victim consciousness. 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords on the bottom, 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, sorry. That's two shadowy, dark cards. And 3 of Swords and a looping energy there. Oh, 5. It's just, but you're learning a new way and it's going to take time. wish I could pat the lion within you and flick the rabbit away and stop the horse. So you can clear and you can take it easy, take it one next step at a time. So get a list of things, your self-compassion list, your nurturing list, maybe even a list of the fears, so that you can recognize them both and apply what you need in those scenarios, because it's going to be uncomfortable. You got this. The playlist is finished and there's a nice song on and I really want to dance to it now, and but I'm scared of the copyright. I want to self-sabotage myself. I really hope that's helped. Air energy. Thank you, Libra Aquarius Gemini. I will be moving into Earth now, and this is working. This is working. And with that, I think the portal is closed.